those last laps was chaos. I mean, it was unreal. People passing each other, people making a slip. The 12 car was really good, and he got bounced around, got eliminated.
He didn't get bounced around. He got wrecked.
Well,
Back in from 15th to 25th place, they was racing.
They raced
hard.
all the time. You could run and catch people. The outside groove kept the momentum going.
Yeah.
And I've never seen them run on the outside in New Hampshire like what they did this time.
I think him and the 11 car still got a little bit of stuff going. Okay, no matter
Looked
what.
interesting.
But they,
all right, let's do it again.
well, we're here in the Level Cross Petty Museum, and we was not in New Hampshire yesterday.
No, we stayed out of the rain, that's for sure.
Well, you called me up Saturday and said we probably shouldn't go, Dale, and I think I agreed with you. So we called Jody and we watched it on television. What did you see?
Well, I think I've seen like 3 different segments. Okay, they had the first segment, and then they stopped and everybody made their pit stops. Then we had another race, which was different than the first race, and then it rained, and then they ran a little bit, and then the very last of the deal, they all stopped and got tires again, and those last laps was chaos. I mean, it was unreal. People passing each other, people making a slip. I think the 42 was like a 30th place car, and the 43 was probably a 20th place car. And the way things wound up, one of them run 8th and one of them run 13th, just because of the way things developed. And, you never know about that, because I think the 20 car was really the best car, so he probably should have won the race.
And he did.
Yeah, but he outrun them all on the first segment. Second segment, he got back about 6th or 8th and couldn't go anywhere from there. But that was the way they made pit stops and all this kind of the strategies and stuff. Now, I get very confused with the way they do things.
Well, the run where the 38 stayed out and caught the caution, and then I couldn't figure out. It took me a while to catch up on what went on there. But there was one thing that happened that they give a number yesterday, but Chevrolet blowed a motor, and that was the first time in a long
200
time.
races or something.
Yeah, something. I mean, unreal. And and Toyota, I think they blowed a couple, and so Ford holds a.
The 12 car was really good, and he got bounced around, got eliminated.
He didn't get bounced around. He got wrecked.
Well, and the 43 car missed one of those wrecks, and then another time they spun him out. He got hit from behind and spun out, and still was able to recover.
He done a 360, I think, when Logano done his thing, and they said, there goes the 43 car through, and he had done a 360, and they didn't even mention it. But I don't see how. I mean, he done it in a space just big enough for a car. Yeah. But if they was we're using the word if. Back in from 15th to 25th place, they was racing.
They raced
hard.
all the time. You could run and catch people, and the outside groove kept the momentum going.
Yeah. And
I've never seen them run on the outside in New Hampshire like what they did this time. But being these cars not got any horsepower again, they have to keep the momentum up. And the guys that drive from behind them drive clean in front of them. And then when they come to the straightaway, the outside momentum and just carry them right back in front. So it was really, really hard to pass anybody.
I don't know whether that's a rain tire or an all-weather tire, but
I guess it's an all-weather tire, basically.
But it needs, if it's going to live, it's going to have to be wet, because that 5 car blistered one in 5 or 6 laps, and it wasn't even completely dry,
but if you notice when they run, they tried to
to
find water to run through to cool the tires.
But golly,
and if you notice, when they ran to begin with, the tires were wearing they're groove tires, and they just wore on the inside of the groove. Then when the track dried off, they started wearing all the way across.
Yeah.
So that means that the way they've got them designed is working like what they want it to.
Yeah, but Lord have mercy, the decisions and changes that had to be during that race, Richard, on the crews,
I don't know.
Television and everybody.
When they went from the slick tires to the rain tires, I think some people made some adjustments on their cars because I don't know if it was going to make the car push a little bit or whether it was going to be loose. But some of the guys, I think, had anticipated that and made some kind of chassis adjustments, and it worked for some of them. Some of them it didn't.
Well, the 5 car, he was wanting to go back to slick tires for that last run, and
they outrun him pretty bad on. He was up there racing for the lead, and somebody went in under him and took him all the way to the wall. First thing you know, he's back 5th or 6th.
I think him and the 11 car still got a little bit of stuff going. Okay, no matter
looked what. Interesting anyway.
But Logano, that was unusual that he kind of took himself out.
I think he locked the brake up, and when he did, he went straight across in front of everybody.
But it was just looking at this rundown, and of course Bubba wasn't happy because he definitely got wrecked.
He got in a wreck, yeah.
The 42 and the 43.
They just got lucky. They was in the right place, the right time.
But the 43, that's the best he's run in a while.
He ran pretty decent on that.
He could race some pretty good cars.
Yeah, but he could run and catch cars, and then has a lot of time passing them. But once he'd get around them, then he'd run as fast as what the leaders were running. Yeah. But he was back in the pack.
But when the 20 car come into that first stage, when he caught, I believe it was the 41 car, and he was trying to put him a lap down, he never did.
No, he couldn't.
But I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 laps ago, he give up. He said, ain't no use.
But he ran him 10 laps and could not get by.
But if you remember years ago, when you caught a guy, I wanted you to put him a lap down because that took him out of the race. Now it don't because they got the wave around and the lucky dogs and the stages and all that stuff.
That gets me confused every time I see it.
But I know when you used to catch people and ride behind them, I'd kind of talk to you a little bit and say, let's go ahead and put him out of the race.
Sometimes we could pass him, sometimes we couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't want you to get lazy on me. But we go to, what do we had, 2 mile tracks? Now we're going to a mile and a half.
This is going to be completely different kind of racing. Completely.
Yep, and I know your plans are not exactly clear on what you're going to do, but I'm planning on flying up Sunday morning and kind of looking forward to it, and I'll certainly be pulling for the 42 and the 43.
It's a pretty nice racetrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
And I think they put on a pretty good race there. Yeah.
Okay. We're looking forward to it.
See you next week. Really, at the beginning of the season, I thought we was going to be in pretty good shape. First 3 or 4 races, they ran pretty good, and then we kind of fell off the deal. And I don't know that we didn't get any worse. We just didn't get no better. Everybody else got better. And so we've not recovered as quick as what I thought we would with the new cars.
As close as the bodies are supposed to be and close as they keep the horsepower, I don't understand the little changes that makes the difference, but they're there, and it's a very sensitive car, no matter what model what make of car you're driving. And at one point we thought Ford was kind of out of it. Now they're back in it thick.
No, when it started raining, we either spun out or stopped. Okay, but no, any kind of rain and stuff, we could not run. Even way back when we had treaded tires, NASCAR never let us run in the rain. And so from the standpoint there, if it looked like rain, then we tried to do some strategy on that kind of stuff. So we stopped too quick and changed tires or whatever. But overall, we never ran in the rain.
Yeah, but like Richard's saying, I'm repeating what he said. We didn't have the equipment to run rain, and we didn't have the radar and everything that they have today to predict exactly what minute it's going to show up. So I'll give you one for instance. Jeff Gordon was qualifying at Michigan on a 2-mile track and went in a corner, and it was raining. It's dry on the other end. Of course, he busted his rear end. So that's just how much they've come along with rain technology too.
Hey, right now it's a toss-up. I mean, we go back last year, and the 19 car won the regular championship deal, but then when it started the last 10 races, he just went all to pieces. And then we've seen the 12 car didn't do that good until they got into the playoffs, and then all of a sudden everything went good for them, and they won the championship. So right now it's very, very unpredictable.
It's unpredictable on drivers and also manufacturers, because everybody's got at least one good driver that's just about competitive every race. So it's like everything else is going on. It's going to be interesting.